A national exhibit celebrating the spiritual and physical beauty of Black women is on display here at Central Library in the South Display Hall through September 27th. It's called Women of a New Tribe, and it's the creation of North Carolina photographer Jerry Taliaferro. One of the Indianapolis women who have been nominated and selected to be included in the exhibit is Hope Hampton, and we'll speak with Hope in a moment. The exhibit itself is a project of the library's African American History Committee. Cordia Watkins with the library's African American History Committee is with us. And Cordia, tell us about the theme of this exhibit and how this photographic work fits into that theme.
Sounds great. We started this exhibit, wanted to bring it about 3 years ago, and we just kept going on, and so we felt like this was a perfect opportunity. It is to highlight African American women doing positive things and being role models. And we always see the negative things, but the truth of the story is that in the African American community, the African American women have always played positive role models. And so this is an opportunity to highlight some of them.
And there are 11 local women part of the national exhibit. Tell us about how the women were nominated and selected.
So we had an actually nominating committee. Anybody from the community could nominate. And then we had actually a selection committee. The selection committee consisted of people from the actual African American History Committee, the advisory board, our library board, and our library foundation. It was very hard for them to select just 10 because we had 55 nominations, and all of them were superb.
And what's your reaction to the overall exhibit?
It's great. I mean, the pictures, the photographer, he's excellent. And, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think that photography was an art. And then he came in and he showed me that it is truly artistry. And that is what you will see in this exhibit. It's not a glamour shot, it is actually art.
We're honored to be joined by one of the women who is part of this exhibit from Indianapolis, Hope Hampton. And we're standing by the photo of Hope. And I must say, that has a little different look to it than what we're seeing here today. What's your reaction?
Well, curly hair, that's one of the great things about being an African-American woman, and I think a woman in general, but I think African-American women know how to change up hair and change our look, and we're different all the time, and so I think it's a reflection of what we're really all about, that I'm here this way today, and so it's exciting.
Now, the style of photography is unique
Yes.
itself. One might liken this to what they tried to achieve in Hollywood back in the 30s and 40s. What's your take on that?
Well, a lot of women, I mean, some people love the camera. I'm not crazy about the camera, but I enjoyed working with Jerry. He helped put us at ease. He put up with quite a bit, with me at least, because, just the nerves that you have being in front of the camera. And so the style, I think, is reflective of what he's trying to accomplish. He's trying to show the strength of these women. He's showing us in all of these different women in places and poses that reflect the type of work that they're doing in the community. It's a reflection of their values. Just a shot. I feel like my shot is sort of a reflection of what I believe I have as a hopeful spirit. And so I looked at it. I don't love seeing myself photographed, but I love seeing that he caught hope and an aspirational aspect to my personality.
This is very unique compared to other African American exhibits. We host Meet the Artist here at Central Library every February. But this is something totally different. What value do you think this has in the community?
It's a huge value in the community. It's so important to see images of yourself, to see yourself reflected positively for our young children, for little boys and little girls watching, for the rest of the community who doesn't have brown skin like me. The images that we've seen in the media lately are of many, many African American women crying over their children. These are positive images of women doing amazing things to change this community.
Well, congratulations for being part of this.
Thank
and this
you.
again will be on display through September 27th. There's an accompanying activity for youth that we want to mention, and Cordia can talk about a special workshop opportunity for kids in grades 4 through 8.
That is correct. Beginning September the 6th, every Monday and Wednesday, any school, elementary school, can bring their students here and they can experience, first of all, the exhibit, which is phenomenal, and then the other experiences, they'll start making what we're calling dream boards to get them to see themselves as positive role models as these ladies have been presented.
We want to thank the Indianapolis Recorder, the Indianapolis Public Library Foundation, and the library and its staff for making this exhibit happen. One more quick word about the African American History Committee and what your mission is.
Our mission is to highlight these positive role models that perhaps you might not see otherwise. So if you come to our events, such as in November when we bring in Nikki Giovanni,
Yes.
all positive events, and that's what we are trying to do for our community.
Okay, Cordia Watkins with the library's African American History Committee, Hope Hampton, one of 11 women whose portraits are on display through September 27th. If you are a group teacher with children who want to take advantage of the workshops, please call the Curve 275-4222 to register for one of these workshops that happen on a weekly basis. And we hope you can join us at Central Library and the South Display Gallery again through September 27th.